Hello students, welcome back to our science class. My name is Anjali and today we are going to continue our chapter 16 of class 8. So students, I hope you all are fine at your places and doing good. So let's begin with our today's class. Basically students, I'm going to show you something, an interesting, you can say an virtual activity where you have to just see that what is happening in it, right? And then share your observations with me. Yes, so you have to very carefully observe it. Let me bring that to for you. Yes students, so here is that activity. Basically we have taken a mirror kept in a small bowl. You can see there is a that is a piece of mirror, and where from the sunlight is coming from that window, we have placed this mirror over there, tilted towards that side. And on the another container we are having what? We are having some amount of water, and now we are pouring the water inside the small bowl. Yes, and we are then adjusting it. Now just have a look students, that on the wall, yes, there is something which is visible on the wall. When something is coming, sunlight is coming from attacking the mirror, and then you can see how what is there visible on the wall is something is visible. Yes, so till now what observations students you have made regarding this activity? Yes, you must be saying that we have a tilted mirror which we have kept in a bowl containing the water, right? And the sunlight is coming, and due to which we are able to see something on the wall, the beautiful colors, right? Very good students. So are you aware of that what is happening, the phenomena over here? So students, this is actually what is called the dispersion of light. But we are terming that as, yes, dispersion of light. Light is dispersing out. So students, dispersion we can say that the splitting, related something to the splitting. So if you have to define now dispersion of light in your own words, so how will you define the same? Yes, you can say that when a sunlight it a- attacks a mirror, or it get to strikes a mirror, it produces some kind of light on the wall or any sheet of paper. If you will get, you will see there also the different colors light, right? Very good students. So good explanation you have given regarding the dispersion of light, which is your understanding. Let me fix the board a bit, you can see more clearly. Yes, so basically the dispersion of light is what? The splitting of light into its colors is known as the dispersion of light. And students, the colors you which you have seen, though you cannot distinguish there, but there are the 7 colors present in which that sunlight was splitting. So basic points we can write down from here, that what actually dispersion of light is. Yes, dispersion of light is the splitting of the light into the constituent colors. Splitting of light into the 7, you can say 7 constituent colors, which is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. So students, there is a quote, like the short quote which you can remember, this these are the 7 colors, is the Vibgyor. When you say Vibgyor, it means there are 7 letters in the Vibgyor which are representing the 7 different colors. What which are those? Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. Okay, so the colors which you have also seen like here, These are they were the seven colors present over there. So you can say when the white light was coming, it was splitting. Right? Yes. Basically, so when students white light is passed through a glass prism also, prism is like the transparent type of thing, and then what it do, it splits into the spectrum of colors. Here the prism was not there, but mirror was acting like the, it was dispersing that light into the spectrum of colors. Which is that spectrum? It means spectrum is there, these are the seven colors present in that, right? Yes, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. And this process of white light splitting into the constituent colors is termed as the dispersion. What it is called? Yes, it is called the dispersion of light. Very good, students. So now if I ask you, what you have to do, you have to think of an example from your daily life where you can see this natural phenomena, like which is showing the dispersion. This activity which we have performed, where you find this activity in your day-to-day life, where you might have seen it. Yes, very good, students. So you might all have observed the rainbow also, right? After the rain occurs, right? Like this you can see. So rainbow also consists of seven colors, which is the Vibgyor only, the violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. Okay. So what is happening over here? Yes, here also dispersion of light is happening, means the white light, the sunlight is splitting into the seven colors. So students, what do you think here? How the light is splitting into the seven colors forming rainbow? Yes, there is, you must be wondering that ma'am, there must be some mirror which is put it on the ground, and due to that reflection this rainbow you can see. Yeah. Also students, there are the raindrops. We usually see the rainbow after the rain occurs, right? So rainbow, when the raindrops are left over the leaves of the trees or somewhere, so what happens, the sunlight strikes those drops, and that drop is helping out, it is acting as the splitting of that white light into the seven constituent colors, which is vibgyor, and as a result we can see a rainbow. So students, rainbow is which process basically? Yes, rainbow is the process of dispersion of light. And what is the dispersion basically? We are saying that dispersion is the, yes, splitting of white light into the seven constituent colors. So students, now it's your time to answer it as the true or false. That splitting of light into a single color is known as the dispersion of light. So is this statement, students, a true or a false statement? You can punch your answers in the comment section. So I'll wait for a few more seconds. Yes, very good, students. So you, if you are giving the answer as false, you are correct. You are giving the answer false, but you are correct. How? You can see that the, what is dispersion of light which we have discussed? It is the splitting of light into the different colors, the different constituent colors. But here what it is written, that it is splitting of light into the single color. No, it is not a single color. It is the different colors. And students, what are basically those different colors? Yes, those were the, what is the code which you have might have remembered? You can put it in the comment section. The code is, yes, it is Vibgyor. So these are the different colors. Not a, it is not a single color. It is the composition of the different colors: the violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. Okay. Yes, very good, students. Now let's proceed ahead. Now, if I ask you that, how many sense organs does a human have? You must be aware of the basic five sense organs, right? You can write it in the comment section. Which are those organs? Yes, you must be saying ear, skin, tongue, which is responsible for the taste, right? The eye and the, what is the last one, student? The sensation feel. We are feeling, we are tasting, we are touching, we are listening to the things, right? So basically, one more I cannot recall. Eye, ear, taste, touch. Touch is also there. Yes, very good. So students, now you can see that if I ask you basically which is that sense organ which is helping us to see the things. Yes, it is an responsible to see the things. The vision is, yes, that is the eye. Very good, students. Responsible to see the things. So basically, student, what is an eye? Yes, an eye is a sense organ, which sense organ means which helps us to see the things, right? Yes, very good, students. So now we are going to discuss about the human eye. Okay. So students, eye is one of our four most important sense organs. It is therefore important to structure that what is the working of the eye and what is the structure of a human eye, right? So let us see that what we are going to study about the eye. So we are able to see the different colors also, like in the dispersion of light which we have seen with the help of our eyes only. Yes. So our eyes is persisting the different colors. Why only can't we see only one color all around? Because there is some, we have the different colors which we our eyes are pursuing, it is having some kind of structure in it. So basically, students, eye has a roughly spherical shape. If you all will draw an eye, if I ask you to, you what you will do, you will do like this, right? You will make an eye. Roughly spherical shape it has. And the outer coat of our eye is always it is white and it is tough so that it can protect the interior of the eye from the accidents, and its transparent front parts which we are discussing, that is termed as the cornea. The transparent front part, this is the cornea. Basically it is white, or you can say the transparent. And what is actually cornea doing? It is the tough part of our eye, toughest part. What actually do, it protects the other parts which are inside. It protects the interior of our eyes from any kind of accidents. Okay. Yes, very good. So these are the few points which we have discussed. Let me minimize it so that you can clearly see this heading also. So basically, students, the cornea is the outer coat of the eye which is white and transparent, and it is tough. Also, you have seen that it protects the interior of our eyes. So this is the basic thing, first thing which we have discussed regarding the cornea which is there in the human eye. So students, if I ask you that what do you think that if one part of our eye gets damaged, so then whole of our eye is affected or not? What is your take on this statement? Yes, very good, students. So if you are saying that yes, it could be possible that if one part of our eye is getting damaged, the whole of our eye, it can get affected because the parts are, we can say, they are attached to it. Some minor accidents are there in which the whole of the eye is not affected. Some major accident are there in which if one part is getting damage of our eye, then what will happen, the whole of our eye will not be working properly, so we will be having a major issue then. So this is this we can think, we will discussing more, elaborating more upon it in our next class. Now let's focus upon the thing which we have discussed. So you have basically, students, you have to fill in this blank. Okay. Yes, so write your answers in the comment section, that the outer coat of the eye is dash. You can take your time, few minutes, and then you can give your responses. Yes, I'll wait for few more seconds. So what is the answer you are getting? That is the outer coat of the eye is called. Yes, students, it is called the cornea. Very good. If you are giving right answers as cornea, you are correct. In the blank, cornea will come. As just now we have discussed the functioning of the cornea, which is the one of the part. So yes, students, now what do you see? Can you identify where is the cornea? Yes, here it is. You can see, and you can also see the coating. It is the white, which is the toughest part, which is covering whole of our eyes, right? And what else are you seeing? Yes, there are other things also like ciliary muscles, iris, lens is there, retina is there, and optic nerve is there. So students, what do you think? What are these also the structure of the parts of our eyes? Yes, definitely. This is also related something which we are going to discuss related to the human eye also. The other parts which is more than the not the cornea, but the still the we'll discuss iris, lens, and the other ciliary muscles and all. So here students, you can see that we have the size of the pupil, right? Size of the pupil is always controlled by the iris. Here you can see that this is the iris, and the iris was also that part of our eyes which gives in its distinctive colors. If we have the different colors of our eyes, right? So iris is responsible for the same. And when we say that a person has green eyes, we refer actually to the color of the iris. That iris, the color of the iris is green. That is why the person is having green eyes. And students, also the what iris is doing. So basically, we are now discussing about the iris. It is has the relation with the size, with the color of the eye, and also what it is doing. Basically, yes, it is controlling the amount of light, that how much amount of light it should enter into our eyes. Okay, yes. And also students, you can see that the lens focuses light on the back of the eye on a layer called the retina. So here it is, the lens is also there. Yes, and it is focusing what? The light on the dark, on the back of the eye, which is called the retina. It is forming the image at the retina, that we are able to see the thing. So if I'm seeing this marker, so the image of this marker is formed on the retina at the back side of our eyes. Okay, so that is the retina at which the image is being formed. Okay, so what is retina, students? Yes, retina is that part of our eye at which the image is being formed. And what is the iris? Iris, yes, iris is related to the size of the pupil, which is controlled by the iris, and it is that part which is giving distinct colors. So if I say that my eyes are black, so what am I referring to? Yes, I'm referring to that the color of my iris of my eye is black. Okay, yes, very good. So now students, if I ask you that we have a cross and a dot, okay, over here, right? So try to look, come nearer to this screen and try to look it from the very nearer like this, okay? And just tell me, what do you observe? Yes, you might be seeing that the image is getting blurred as you are moving close to this, the cross and the dot, right? Yes. So students, this thing, what do you think that this which part of our eye must be responsible for the vision of something, like we are placing the thing so nearer to our eyes and we are getting it as blurred? Yes, very good, students. So if you are guessing it as the ciliary muscles or some kind of optic nerve, which we haven't discussed, so it has the relation with that, how the ciliary muscles, they just, squeeze up, because when we see the things so nearer to us. So these things we have, because we have to discuss more parts, leftover parts in our the coming class also. So for now, let's move ahead. So you have to students stick the correct answer, that the size of the pupil is controlled by the lens, retina, iris or ciliary muscles. Yes, so in the chat box you can write your answers. Yes, okay, very good students. So if you have given the example, the answer it as the iris, that the size of the pupil is controlled by the iris, you are correct. Because the correct answer for this question is iris. And what is, if I ask you to tell something more about the iris, student, rather than the size? Yes, iris is also responsible for the distinguished color of our eyes, right? Yes, very good. So students, now today what we have discussed in our class, yes, we have discussed about the dispersion of light and some parts of our human eyes, like the structure and the working of some of those parts of our human eye, right? Which is the basic most important organ which we have to see the things, and how the dispersion of light is taking place in our natural phenomena which we have also seen. So very good students. Now let's move ahead. So today we have discussed about the dispersion and the human eye. So let's summarize our today's class. So first of all students, what you have to do is you have to define the dispersion of light. Yes, you can write your answers in the comment sections. What is the dispersion of light? Yes, the dispersion of light is the splitting of light into its constituent colors. Very good. And students, what are those constituent colors in which the light is splitted? Yes, those were the 7 distinguished pure colors, like the violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. Like these are the 7 distinguished colors. And the lens focuses light on the back of the eye on a layer called dash. So you have to fill in this blank. What will it come? Yes, very good students. So lens is focusing the light on the back of our eye, and that part is called, the layer is called as the retina. Very good. At the on the retina, it is focusing the light and the image is formed on the retina only. So now students, you have to mark the different parts of a human eye. Here, what will come in the first blank? Here, yes, you can speak side by side. I will write. Yes, because we haven't discussed about this, but yes, we know this part is called as the, yes, ciliary muscles. Very good students. This is called as the ciliary muscles. And what about the second? Yes, very good. This is the iris. And what about this third blank? Yes, this is the lens. And this part? Yes, the very first which we have discussed. This is cornea. And what about the leftovers? Some of the left parts. This is the, where lens is focusing the line. It is retina. And the other is also left. This is the optic nerve, students. So basic functions of optic nerve and ciliary muscles we are left to discuss, which will be taking up in our next class. Okay. So, yes, very good students. Now it's homework time for you. So you have to do few questions. That first, what you have to do, you have to draw a labeled sketch of the human eye, just as now which we have discussed. And second is you have to explain about the dispersion of light. Okay, if you it's possible for you, you can perform this activity also at your homes. And another activity is that you have to meet an eye specialist, okay, nearby at your home's clinic you can visit. So you have to get your eyesight checked and discuss that how to take care of the eyes with that, with the doctor. Okay, and what your doctor says that about your eyesight is good or bad, because normally also you can see, and what actually doctor suggests to take the proper care of your eyes, that also you can discuss. Another activity also you can perform, like the dispersion of light, that also you can perform. Okay, so among the two activities, any one you have to perform. Okay students, that's all for today's class. Thank you so much.